not up to par in comparison to the back. And if you look at his glutes, they're not really striated. They don't. Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be going over Larry Wheels' physique because he has just turned IFBB Pro in Classic Physique. He was gunning for it last year, but unfortunately, he came in second place, and I don't think he should have came in second because his back was way better. His back double bicep in particular was way better than the guy who's won, but in the end, they went with the other guy. But he worked hard, he's came back this year, and he's won his pro card. Alright, so I'm watching this on Nick's Strength, or I'm looking at this on Nick's Strength and Power's channel. Definitely go check him out if you want a full rundown of what's going over on the New York Pro. Obviously, there's guys like Nick Walker, William Bonac, Jose, and Rough Diesel competing as well. I may do a video on that as well, but I think right now I should focus on Larry Wheels because I think that's kind of the star right now because he just got his pro card. So if we look at him now, Larry actually did two categories. So he did classic physique, but he also did open bodybuilding, and in open bodybuilding he only got fourth, but in classic physique he obviously won. And I think most of the reason why he only got fourth in open bodybuilding is because he doesn't have the size in the legs. The upper body is massive, but his quads in particular are lacking slightly. But if we look at him in this side chest pose, judging it based off classic physique, I think it looks really good. He's got a nice full chest, really wide shoulders, small waist. I don't see the obliques as much as I would like, you know, the guitar strings on the side of the body. He's not really crunching down, but I mean, I guess it's okay. And he does have some good glute striations. Obviously, the legs could be a little bit bigger. I think the hamstrings in particular here could pop down a little bit more, and I also think he could have used a little bit more conditioning in that side leg. You do see the detail in the glutes, but you don't really see that much in the quad. You can only see the separation between the quad and the hamstring, but overall it's a very good pose. Back double bicep, and this is Larry's best pose. Why? Look at his freaking back. His back is absolutely nuts. Obviously, I do think his legs are slightly behind. The hamstrings are definitely not up to par in comparison to the back. And if you look at his glutes, they're not really striated. They look pretty soft, not gonna lie, but obviously he still won. He still brought good enough conditioning to win. But if we look at the back in particular, I mean, it's very difficult to believe that someone is gonna have a better back than this. This back literally belongs on the Olympia stage. It's amazing. And his biceps from the rear also look very good. The arms from the rear looks good. Small waist, wide shoulders again. The calves and the hamstrings and the glutes, not up to par to the back, but again, the back is so dominant that it's okay. It's kind of like Wesley Vissers, you know. He's got the freaking back, so he's still good in the back double bicep, but it's not the greatest just because of the lacking glutes and hamstrings. But overall, Larry definitely going to be dominant in this pose. And this is open bodybuilding that these pictures are shown in, so we can see a back lat spread as well. And I actually think Larry's back lat spread, I don't know if it's because he's not hitting it right, but there's not as much width as I was expecting in comparison to the back double bicep. It's not as impressive, I don't think. I just think it's a posing issue. I don't know. Maybe that's just the way his genetics are, but I'm not that impressed with the back in the back lat spread. I feel like the V is lacking slightly. The shoulders aren't as wide. But again, that's not a posing classic, so it doesn't really matter. I just thought I'd show it. Abs and thigh, I think it's a okay pose for Larry. The quads are obviously not up to par to his upper body, but some upside. And I also actually, hold on, I'll do the negatives first. So his quads aren't up to par with the upper body, and one quad is slightly bigger than the other one. I mean, that happens. I have one leg that's slightly bigger as well. Um, and I would also say the abs look a little bit washed out. They're not deep and blocky abs, you know, they're kind of a little bit washed out there. The obliques don't look too bad though. But the lats, the V he displays here is excellent. The lats flare out a lot. He's got a nice full chest. The arms look good here. So it's an alright pose. I don't think it's his best pose, but I don't think it's his, maybe it's his worst. I'm not actually too, what is this? We got back double bicep, front double bicep, abs and thighs, side chest. I mean, out of those four, it probably is his worst, but it's not terrible because he's got a great shape and good V-taper. And the front double bicep looks great. Larry, I definitely think, sorry, it's a little bit cut off at the top, just the way I'm recording it. I think Larry should definitely be doing the vacuum. I think he has a better vacuum than he does abs, just because his abs don't pop a lot. The lats look great. They flare out to a small waist. Again, the quads are not really up to par, but his upper body is so dominant and it looks amazing. Nice full chest, wide shoulders. His biceps look good. They're definitely big, but he does have that injury on the one side. But hey, everyone, you know, has some asymmetries here or there. But yeah. And so overall, though, it was enough for Larry to win. He obviously won his pro card. I didn't get to see really any of the other competitors, but Larry did enough on this day to win his pro card. Do I think he has a shot of ever winning the Olympia? No, but I think if he can add some more size in the quads and come in even more conditioned. I mean, I say in the quads, I think in the legs in general, I think they can just be bigger, the hamstrings as well, and the calves. Calves, not as important, but I think they can be a little bit better. I think if he can do that and bring in some even more conditioning, I think I can definitely see him possibly making it to the Olympia. But that's all I got for you guys today. Just wanted to go over his physique. Huge congratulations to Larry. I think he has a great physique, great aesthetics, and I think he does fit the criteria very well for classic physique with those really wide shoulders. That's really what I'm getting at here. His shoulders are so freaking wide, and he's got a pretty small waist, and again, it's that shoulder to waist ratio that counts. Yeah, the overall X-frame could be better with some bigger quads, but it's really hard to beat a physique like that. Congrats, Larry. You are an IFBB pro. And you know what I would want to see, actually? And Greg Doucette kind of made a video on this. Larry Wheels versus Sam Sulek. But I want to see them both on stage together. I would pay a lot of money to see that. I think that would be an epic battle. I do think it would be close. I know in Greg Doucette's video that he did on that, go check out that video if you haven't already, he had Larry edging out Sam Sulek, I believe. But I think it'd be very close because Sam's weakness, I would say, is his back, and that's Larry's strength. But Larry's weakness is his quads, and I would say that's one of Sam's strengths. I think Sam has much better quads than Larry, so it would be really close. I'd pay to see them both on stage. But thank you so much for watching, guys. If you have enjoyed, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe if you're new here, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.